Almost universally, the kind of performance we give on social media is positive. It's more, let me tell you how well things are going. Look how great I am. It's rarely the truth. I'm scared, I'm struggling, I don't know. In this course, it is not who do I want to be in life, but what is it that I want to accomplish in life, setting aside selfish interest. It asks, what calling does it serve? What principles govern my choices? Do I want to be like everyone else, or do I want to do something different? It is time to sit down and think about what's truly important to you, and then take steps to forsake the rest. This is what the ego does. It crosses out what matters and replaces it with what doesn't. The world can show you the truth, but no one can force you to accept it. Ego needs honors in order to be validated. Confidence, on the other hand, is able to wait and focus on the task at hand regardless of external recognition. Impressing people is utterly different from being truly impressive. Those who have subdued their ego understand that it doesn't degrade you when others treat you poorly. It degrades them. When we remove ego, we're left with what is real. What replaces ego is humility, yes, but rock-hard humility and confidence. When success begins to slip from your fingers, for whatever reason, the response isn't to grip and claw so hard that you shatter it to pieces. It's to understand that you must work yourself back to the aspirational phase. You must get back to first principles and best practices. The only real failure is abandoning your principles. Killing what you love because you can't bear to part from it is selfish and stupid. If your reputation can't absorb a few blows, it wasn't worth anything in the first place. The pretense of knowledge is our most dangerous vice because it prevents us from getting any better. As our island of knowledge grows, so does the shore of our ignorance. Aspiration leads to success and adversity. Success creates its own adversity and hopefully new ambitions. And adversity leads to aspiration and more success. It's an endless loop. The first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. We will learn that, though we think big, we must act and live small in order to accomplish what we seek. The only relationship between work and chatter is that one kills the other. Purpose is about pursuing something outside yourself as opposed to pleasuring yourself. Each fighter, to become great, needs to have someone better that they can learn from, someone lesser who they can teach, and someone equal that they can challenge themselves against. A true student is like a sponge, absorbing what goes on around him, filtering it, latching on to what he can hold.
What humans require in our ascent is purpose and realism. Purpose, you could say, is like passion with boundaries. Realism is detachment and perspective.
Where we decide to put our energy decides what we'll ultimately accomplish. When you are not practicing, remember, someone somewhere is practicing, and when you meet him, he will win. Work is finding yourself alone at the track when the weather kept everyone else indoors. Instead of pretending that we are living some great story, we must remain focused on the execution and on executing with excellence. Only you know the race you're running. That is, unless your ego decides the only way you have value is if you're better than, have more than, everyone everywhere. Ego tells you to cheat, though you love your spouse, because you want what you have and what you don't have. The more you have and do, the harder maintaining fidelity to your purpose will be, but the more critically you will need to. A smart man or woman must regularly remind themselves of the limits of their power and reach. Don't be deceived by recognition you have gotten or the amount of money in your bank account.